Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Happy Monday. 2 weeks left. My goodness. There are 2 weeks left. And then I don't get paid. 2 weeks till I stop being paid for the rest of the year. Woo. I guess. It is what it is. It's Monday. I did finally take a look at the freaking TTS problem that we're having. And I figured out what the problem was. I was using two different things with speaker bullet. And one of them was basically not working. I was using UberDuck and TTS Monster, and UberDuck at some point stopped working, or maybe it didn't. I mean, probably at some point stopped working. But either way, I removed it because none of those were working. So we're left with just one of them, and I've gone through and just picked the ones that sounded even remotely okay. And so now they should be good. Hey, Ryan Jasper, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So hopefully going forward, we'll not have any missed TTS messages and stuff like that. Fingers crossed. It could be also something else, but I'm pretty sure that was the problem. And that's why random would sometimes work, sometimes not work, because it would random onto the ones that were failing constantly. Which I figured is probably the case, where there's just some that didn't work, but I didn't realize it was like a whole section that I had. So, yeah. That should be now resolved. And you get some work done on Unreal. If you can get your creativity flowing, so you'll just watch what I'm up to get motivated. Well, I'll be doing UI stuff, and I don't know how motivating UI could possibly be. If anything, I fear for you, because you might see that and just be like, you know what? If that's in my future, I don't want to deal with that, and then just stop. Don't sell yours so short. Oh no, the problem was the UI. UMG just sucks.
Oh, well, there's a test of the corrosion broadcasting system.
The corrosion broadcasting system seems to be operational with no issues. You feel me? Stop touching me. Stop being weird about it. Why are you touching me? Weirdo. Well, I guess I should probably try to remember what the hell we were doing Friday. And then continue from there. Hey, face over face, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. The entire main menu level for your game that moves assets across the screen when you click things. You felt so good about it. Good. It's good to feel good about it. We're thinking about not using focus and using something custom done by you. Well, no, I'm using the focus. It's just I have to customize the navigation, and it. Oh, now I remember. We fixed some stuff up. We swapped some things to function libraries, because we're doing custom UI navigation, and for some reason this wasn't working. Like my navigation stopped working, so we're going to figure out what broke when I swapped everything over to the blueprint function library setup. That was me, not you. So if we are in here, I can leave, but and I can open it. Oh, now it works. So this works. Ooh, why can I use the arrow keys here? What? Why is this opening the search in every scenario? This is okay, well, you know, things are broken. Okay, let's just figure things out. Just let's figure this out. What is going on? So first of all, if we go into the deck builder, thank you, past me. First of all, if this happens, then I need to do a execution finished, or yes, on click down. Finished. We'll make this true, and then we'll only do the next one if this is false. So that should allow me to, at the very least, okay, so now it no longer opens automatically for everything. But now when I, okay, but this navigation isn't working when I'm in there, so. So what's going on? Let's go to this guy. Oh, I need to do the same thing on this one. Or it does not do this if we went here, first of all. So on click down, finished. Basically, we swapped things over to Blueprint function libraries, but yeah, things are just broken. So we fix, make good. See, I cannot use arrow keys here. But when I'm in here, I can use arrow keys. Which is... I don't want to. Because those are now hotkeys. So, which is odd. And once I'm in there, I can't get out because this shouldn't. So first of all, I guess I should make it so the arrow keys, the D-pad, doesn't actually move navigation while in there. Why is it moving navigation in there? Also, why can't I press escape? Things are broken. Things are broken. So this all uses custom. But why is it registering the D-pad here, but not anywhere else? Let me also check. it should be going here. Even when we're inside of that section. No, so when I'm doing this, it's not registering any of my stuff. It is when I'm doing this, but D-pad isn't even registered on key down. Why? What? There's gonna be lots of pain in my future. So this isn't working. Yeah. D-pad, thumbstick doesn't work. Right thumbstick prints. Left thumbstick doesn't. And neither does the D-pad. Why is... So what's so special about... the setup that I have here that makes this work the way it does? I don't know. If you want to, you can make it so that you spawn print string like you spawn other nodes. What do you mean by spawn print string like you spawn other nodes? I'm not sure what you mean by spawning nodes in general. I think this requires some asking. Instead, register as on key down events. Oh, like just by holding B and clicking kind of thing? Oh, okay. So, navigation only on specific widgets? No. Force D-pad to trigger action mapping instead of axis. Edit project settings under bindings action mappings. What? No, this is so wrong. Why? You can't make it not focusable, because if you make it not focusable, well then I literally can't navigate to it. Which kind of defeats the whole point, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so it makes it nothing is navigatable. Yeah, not sport focus. So that doesn't solve the problem. It's the only type of checkbox there is. So maybe there's like another checkbox type. Hmm. Why? I guess my cards don't have that because they're using the common button. I think maybe the difference is the fact that the cards use this system. Wait, this has nothing in it. Oh, but it's a common button base. So hold on, is there a common like checkbox base? Nope. Common border style, button style, text style, lazy widget, border button, size box. What I could do is just fake the checkbox. I don't need to use a checkbox. I could just use a button. Like the same column button, I just have one of them have a checkbox and one of them look like, right, just change the picture of it. It's the same thing. And then I would just change the state of it. So on click, it would just set a variable, except the only thing I'll need to do is set a variable and store that information. So let's what's the thing that I was using? It's this, which is not really a what it is. Empty button. So if I instead here used, well, there you go, an empty button. We'll change this from being focusable. This is going to become a variable. How do I make this? Thank you. What is this horizontal box min width? It doesn't do anything. Okay. Let's just have that for now, real quick. Let's just see what happens. No, this is not working. Why is this not working? Checkbox. Oh. No, the problem is the focus, right? So here is the search. Instead of checkbox, or I guess, let me see. The search bar. Drop down focus checkbox. So here, get empty button. I'm going to change this type to I mean, I can do it as just widget or one widget. Stuff trying to find things. There you go. So what is gonna break? Okay, everything's fine here. Okay, okay. And now this gets replaced here. Why am I still not when I'm navigating here? I'm still navigating here. How did I made it here because somehow I was in the everything is broken. Okay, you know what? One thing at a time. Hey, that's welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. One thing at a time. This is gonna need a rework. So I'm gonna put a pause on this. Instead, let's go here and then just turn off the search. Yeah. This is starting cards. This is search. Okay, we're just disconnected. Let's just make sure that it's even working at all. So here, if I press down, it's supposed to go to the deck. Up, it's supposed to go to the. So it's not even swapping between them. So why? So that's problem number one. Is it should set section in deck builder to deck. Here. So this does set section. If it is deck, it says deck, and then refresh widget. So, is this not working? Why things breaking? Yeah, I'm pressing down and up, and nothing's happening. Okay, good start, good start. Where's the cards? You. Yeah, let's do the same thing we're doing on the other ones here. So you are gonna just move down. on key down. Finished. Oh, did I make it a global variable? I probably made it a global variable in other places too, didn't I? Oh. On key down. Finished. Should be a local variable in all these places. Or it wouldn't work. Okay, so first of all that. Second of all, this, yep, I made it a global variable. Good job, me. You shall be reasonable this time and not go to bed at 4 a.m. Well, welcome in, Aya. And goodbye, Aya. Have a good night. Not going to sleep at 4 a.m. is good.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Thank you, Gladys. It's good to have TTS finally fixed. Which, by the way, I forgot to do over the weekend. And so I did it during lunch today. Because of course I forgot to do it. You know, it's well, just out of sight, out of mind. So this should, if we go to here, so here this should trigger. Yeah, let's confirm that this is working. Yes. So it is printing. Okay. So then it should go here. It doesn't. I see it's trying to, but it fails. So what's going on with this get key? Okay. Let's do a simple print text. And then I want to print, let's do my text. I love how you don't convert there, but you would convert here. Okay. What's going on? Oh, I put it. So it's not executing at all. Why is it not print? I didn't plug in the print, did I? No, I did. Oh, yeah, I didn't plug. Good job, me. How did I manage that one? How did I manage that one? Gamepad D-pad down and 2. What the shit is 2? Why is get key returning 2? Okay, well that's why it doesn't work. Now can we find out why get key is returning the number 2? No, this is D-pad down. This is right. What? Is it somehow not sending the information through? At this point in time? Because there's the long display. I wonder if it's... This is correct. What if I do not the long display name? No, that still prints the same. Okay, that's... Watch, I'm going to go back all the way here, and it's going to print the correct thing. Of course it is. Wait, did I get my things wrong? Was it printing 2 from here? What? Maybe that was what it was. Oh my god, I was printing 2 from here. Why is it printing 2 from here? Well, what am I supposed to do with that one? Hold on. Why is it is it because it's the index? It's just printing me the index? Because I can work with it if it's the index. Here. So what happens if we try to print the one before it? Is it going to give me 1 here? But that doesn't make sense. Yes, it does. Okay, so what we need to do is get key display. Well, we are doing getting key display name. Why? But hold on, but that is. But it works here. Wait. Does wait. What? Was this not working either? What am I trying to do? Oh, I was trying to get the UI mapping contexts, and then figure out what button it's bound to, and check if it is bound to that button. Then, if I'm pressing the button that it is bound to, then execute. But for some reason, this is not returning the button. It's returning. It's actually returning a number, which is why. So okay, let's see. Well, close is the first one. So yes, no button is doing anything. Okay. So I don't know what's in focus. Just do it on, because I think it might just maintaining on the card focus. So it's probably doing this, right? Yes. Okay, we haven't gone around to this one. So let me just do one of these here. Why is it like this? So why is it not printing anything? It's not printing anything because it's failing to get anything from here? Zero. Why? Why are we like this? I've added the mapping context, so it couldn't even be that. Let me actually check. Just be able to trigger while the game is paused. Yes. Still, length of 0. Okay. How the hell do I get the bound things? Because this is clearly not working. I just want to know what is bound to my enhanced input mapping. I have it. I could try adding it again. Just for shits and giggles. No. It does not return anything from this. I could have sworn we did this and it was working. Wait. Hold on a second. Oh. Why is it print 0, then 1 1? Excuse me? What if we did this? What if we did this? No. Still nothing. Hold on. Oh, get player controller. Get enhanced inputs. No. Get enhanced input. This one. Okay. So nothing is working. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Oh. Yep, 0. What happened? Was this not working on Friday? I could have swore this was working on Friday. Am I just hallucinating the whole thing? Possible. Oh, this is not even. Goddamn, this didn't copy the. It didn't even copy the action. Oh my god. Was that it? Was that it? Hey, Collider, welcome in. No, still 0. No, cause fuck you. That's why. Still 0. How's it going, Collider? Hope you're doing well. I might have to change my YouTube title. Why? I did do well. I'm not doing well, but I did do well. Past tense. Yeah, my video did really well over the weekend. It wasn't a number 1, but you know, it was number 2. But I'm not doing well, that's for sure. You're watching, paying full attention since you asked. You have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the enhanced. I need to know what buttons are bound here, and if I rebind them, I need to know what buttons those are. So I just need to know if the button that I'm pressing is that button. That's it. But I thought I was gonna get it through the enhanced input local subsystem and then query keys mapped to action. But this is not returning me anything. For whatever reason. Let's try real quick. I'm gonna just do a different one. Let's do yeah, sure, you. Dude, that one works. Why does this one work? What the shit? Hold on. Why does the other one work? What's the difference? They're both being added here. Look, it's plugged in. Is it the priority? Is the priority? Oh, god damn it. So it's that's so stupid. Okay. Okay. Let's try some stuff. For some reason, it's going off of the buttons by priority. Could I instead I wonder if I could just consume lower priority, enhance input settings. That's why it's happening. I mean, I don't know why. I'm just getting the values, so this shouldn't happen. The way my brain works, none of this should happen, but that's probably why it's happening. Hey, Revolutionary, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. That's why it's Monday. Well, it's Tuesday here where you are. Oh, luckily you have made it through your Monday. I haven't. Okay. What we can do is on the UI buttons. Can I just set it here? No. I can just turn them all off. Turn all of them to consume off. And then here I can make the priority of the UI to be higher. And theoretically, because I'm telling it to not consume it, it should still work everything here as normal. But now this fucking works. Just I hate UMG. I know I've said it before. I'll say it again. I hate UMG. I know this is not a specifically UMG thing. But I'm trying to use it inside of UMG. So I hate it. Oh. Where is it? Where is it? So this query keys map to action doesn't work if the actual value that you're getting is part of enhanced input that has lower priority than something else. So basically what's happening is I had enhanced input, right, mapping for UI and one for just regular. And the regular was on top of the UI, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm using the same buttons, but it shouldn't matter because I'm just querying the keys. I'm trying to just get what keys are mapped to it. But for some reason, however it's getting those keys, it's checking like what everything that it's mapped to. And because I have something else of a higher priority, it said, oh, even though you're checking this thing that's a lower priority, that means we cannot see it at all, no matter what. So the solution was to raise the UI's priority because there's less keys, it's easier, and then tell all of those to not consume that input of all children, basically anything below it. Don't like it. That's the solution, but I don't like it. The expected result was it shouldn't matter. But clearly I'm the fool. Yep. But now, down and up works. I press down and it's here, press up and it's here. Let's see if the thing works back to where we had it, which was this. Probably at this point it'll work. Yeah, look. It works. Still all works. Still all great. Well, I guess that one's a little... It's cause it's going through here, which is not part of this, but... It all works. It just... Okay. Let's go ahead and set this up. Check that this is equal to this. Okay. So. Let's go back in here. Let's re-plug in this. I'm just gonna out of breath. Stupid thing. You're from the Nevertheless, it's early morning here or late night? I mean, if it is, I would say if it is closer to midnight compared to 6 o'clock, or you know what? I'd say after 4 is when I would say it is now starting to be morning, more so than anything else. So this is working. If I press right, I'm in the search. But okay, well, the search is broken now. Right, so the whole search section is just not working. Because it's a whole thing. Let's go back to you.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hey, Skronak, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It's working for now. Wait, next stream. It's not there yet, Guts. We don't have to wait for next stream. This stream will be fine. What odd title you got tonight? Still working on this, I see? What's odd about the title? It's a normal title. It states what happened pretty well. I don't know what you're talking about. Third person? It's for what? I said I finally did well. That's first person. And the old dog part is a saying. So yeah, you wouldn't. That's just a saying. You wouldn't change that, how that's said. It's 4:32, then it's morning. 4:32 is morning. Where is search bar? Here. Oh. Where is... Where'd he go? Guys, I'm not okay. I'm clearly not okay. I'm forgetting everything. Where's the checkbox thing? Huh? Search bar. It's here. And here it's getting it from the filter search box. So it should be here. But it's not a... Oh, this. No. I changed the value and already forgot where the value is. I changed the value and already forgot where the value I changed was. I'm not old or a dog. So what did you do well? Video did well. Sunday's video did well. That's all. Search option tier 1. Yes, it is in here. Oh, this is where it is. Well, no. That's still the checkbox. Why am I as confused as I am? Oh, it's because this is the one that I changed the freaking type of. Guys, it's a Monday. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's a Monday. Just kill me now. Just get it over with. Oh, and it works. Well, part of it works. Going between this and this, right? Oh, I can do that. Now, how do I navigate? Oh. This has to be focusable again. And watch, when this happens, then it's gonna all break. Yeah, so this now, okay. So now we're back to the D-pad, not doing with the D-pad what I want the D-pad to do. Okay. So, what we need to do is rework the entire search system. Okay. How do we do this? What's the best way of making this system then? We can use the same kind of image. Hey Thomas, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Uphill battle coming up. I mean, it's always an uphill battle. With my stupidity, it's always an uphill battle. So we want to be able to search by all the keywords, pretty much. Because right now it's only unstackable, and I want to do all the tiers, and we want to be able to select multiple. So I can make it through the common button, and then we'd probably not have this issue because that one doesn't seem to be navigatable through the D-pad. And if we did it that way, they'll probably work. Do we just make it a big tall thing and just make it scrollable? When you come in tired on a Monday, does anyone ever say to you, looks like somebody has a case of the Mondays? And you don't get it because it's a movie reference? That's a movie reference? I know the reference, but I know it from memes. I'm pretty sure. I didn't know it was a movie reference. So who's Louis? This is not Refuntaggio. Also, no one says anything because I work from home and my camera is off. So, yeah. I only turn on my camera at work like if like shit's serious, pretty much. You're like, okay, I actually gotta, like something's up and I gotta like actually speak up kind of thing. Otherwise, yeah. His neighbor responds to that question? No, shoot, no. I believe you get your ass kicked for saying something like that. Oh yeah, I don't know the context if it's a movie. I'm pretty sure like I saw that in like Garfield out of all things. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's from Garfield. And Office Space probably just used it. Yeah. That's from Garfield. I'm pretty sure because Office Space came out way after that. I would guess it's from Garfield. Can't find that, of course. But maybe that's where I think that's where I know it from. Or maybe that isn't where I know it from, and it is from the memes, and then I just associate it with that because Garfield and every single Monday joke of it imaginable. Okay, I need to organize this better. So, do I just make a long... I mean, it wouldn't be that long of a list. It'll just be a vertical list with a reset and a search on the bottom. I have all the keywords, the tiers, and the keywords. Trying to think if there's any. I don't think there's any other currently things I'd want to filter. Because anything name related, right? It just goes in the actual search. But this would allow you to search even on a controller to just at least filter a little bit. And then we can always add more filters down the line. Well, let's start with that. We'll rework it to be just a big vertical thing. We'll change it from checkboxes to the card thing. So, okay. So this needs to be reworked. Can we just do... I'll do a common lazy image. Oh, I need to not have it be... Let's do that. And then we can change it to be rounded box. Right, make it all nice. So and then what we can do, I think what I did before is to detect all the things, wrap this with an overlay, and then underneath this, we add in the empty button. And lower is on top, so this should be on top. So what we can do here is do a quick on hovered. And then change the image color. Set brush tint color. I just make sure that it works. And we need to do unhovered as well. Let's see if this works. Start with that. It's in the clip so you can check it out. It's not important by any means. I'll go after the stream. I'll take a look. There you go. So this works, right? So we have the same kind of. Obviously, it's not the right starting one, but the point is, right? It works. So we're using a imaginary button on top to kind of do all the same functionality on a regular image. Could I do it on that button? Yes, but then I didn't for some reason. I just use it for the functionality, and then underneath it, I can do whatever I want. But what I want to do now is remove this checkbox. Yes. And do an on clicked. Can I do a... Is there a flip-flop? Oh, there is. Right, I could just do that. Did I do the graphics yourself too, like the cards? That is Midjourney. That is all temporary for now. Placeholders. Eventually, I'll get an artist to actually do them, but I need money for that. So it'll be a while before I have money that I could pay an artist to do that. Cause doing that many cards ain't cheap. So at that point, we'll go from there. It is focusable. Good. Let's go to button. This needs to be of a you. Okay. This probably won't work. But oh. Right, so this whole thing is broken. Load selected search. You know, let's disconnect this. This whole thing's broken. Yep. And get checkbox also will be broken. We can do it this way. This won't work down the line, but for temporary solution, this is fine. Hey, Leah, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You're about to test your AoE system. Wish you luck. Surely nothing goes wrong. I'm sure it'll be great. Guess 571 just dropped. 571 dropped last week. So you're a little late to the boat, but yeah, roughly just dropped. And you know how PCGX had issues getting on Fab? Well, 571 has broken PCGX completely. So Tim cannot get a break at all. Just I messaged him like he just can't get a break. I'm like, yep. Where's the thing that was broken? Get get empty button. What? Why can I not? Oh, this is a checkbox type. Can I do common widget? Yes. Okay, uncheck that, and now it's fine. It's perfectly happy. Only thing is, I need to check the navigation. Which is right there. Do custom navigation. Right or previous. Right box. This might work. Oh, it's still using the freaking D-pad though. So after all of that, why is the D-pad still working? Well, what? You almost never use a launcher? It's all good. Can we not, Skronek? Thank you. If you want, you can have all the opinions about people being nice or mean. But, yeah. Let's keep it nice here. Thank you. You're making a parent-child where one child version is for overlaps and the other one is for permanent AoE, like trigger box, sphere, capsule. Nice. Can I even undo enough to get back the checkbox? Because clearly that didn't help. Surprisingly, I think I will be able to. So how the hell do we stop, how do we stop the D-pad from working? I don't understand. The D-pad doesn't work here, but it works here. Why is the D-pad in this widget not trigger key down? What the hell's the difference? Common user widget. Common user widget is the same type. I don't understand why it was just to be targeted correctly by inputs and whatever drives you nuts. Oh yeah, it's the worst. This is they're targeted, right? If I come here, right, I can navigate with the left joystick, but the D-pad doesn't do anything, which is what I want. So that I can use the D-pad as hotkeys. But for some reason here, the D-pad's actually registering to move. But why? What? Why is the D-pad working on this one? Also, this thing can go away. Don't need that anymore. Can't you override it up there with up-down keys? What do you mean? It is not triggering, to be clear here, it is not triggering on key down at all. It is just navigating. So normally, it'll trigger this on key down, but it's not. It's just doing navigation. So I don't know why everything else triggers on key down just fine. But this thing doesn't. This specifically still navigates. So it's odd. Because I'm doing the same custom navigation on there as I do everywhere else. Yes, it's printing, but it shouldn't be. I want the pad to not do this. Why does the D-pad only on this one navigate? What's the difference? Because my whole thing relies on using the D-pad to navigate between the sections as a hotkey. And if I can't get it to distinguish between the two, that's a problem. I thought maybe it's because I'm using something else instead of like the common button. But we just tried with the common button as well, and that also didn't solve the problem. It still could navigate between all of them just fine.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
What's the issue? For some reason, this one widget has D-pad navigation. Every other widget that I've used has no D-pad navigation, but this one does. And I don't want it. I want it gone. I want the D-pad to trigger Anki down. Why don't you walk us through what you did and how it's working? Well, it's not working. And what did I do? It's been too long. I mean, what I did and what I didn't do doesn't really change anything. It's all done the same way. But why is this one different? I don't know. I don't know what's special about this one. I could try making a new widget. It could also be... You know what it could be? I have an idea what it could be. The reason for it, rather. I'm doing a... it's like a pop-up widget. It's not actually a widget in the deck builder. I wonder if that's the difference. Just do it here. Not what I meant. What if I here, hold on, let me make this a variable. I wonder if that's the difference, because this opens up a pop-up widget or drop-down widget, whatever it's called. This, what if it's just an embedded widget like the others? Could that be the difference? So I need to do... Tier 1, checkbox, just return this. Nope, I can still use the D-pad. I thought maybe it's because it was a drop down, but no. Why are you special? What is so special about you? Do I just make a new one? Do I just try making a new widget and then and see if it has the same problem? No, this focus is all done the same way. Navigation, it's just navigation is all that. How long will that take you? I don't know. The time it takes me, what doesn't really matter to me. As long as it works. Let's try. Let's try. I'm gonna use our widget. We're gonna do a test. It's relatively simple. Yeah, checkbox. That's fine. We're up with a vertical box. Okay. So I don't know why it's not aligned to the center, but that's beside. That doesn't matter. So we can try this. And then back here. All right, we'll just have it there. Okay. And then it is a variable. And then we just no, get, oh, I need these all as variables. I love how the first one was 44, then it went in order. What was the logic there, Unreal? I don't know what happened there and why it does that, but okay. Okay, let's do one of these. That work? It's a little hard to see, so let's just make these bigger. Yep, I'm using the D-pad. This is me clicking to and I press down. Yeah, D-pad's working. Why? Why is the D-pad? Everything else I've ever done never had the D-pad work. So I don't know why this is the way it is. I don't know why I can't check it sometimes. That's just the point. So, okay. Now what do we do? Now what do we do? I don't know the solution to this one. Because I don't know what the difference is. What is their setting? Are they on some sort of canvas that's different? No. It's all the same. As far as I can see, it's all the same stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why these work, or everything starts working with D-pad navigation. They're all in the same layers? What do you mean by same layers? I'm not sure I understand the layers part. Let's ask Grok. Should where's the one that I was just asking about? Force D-pad to trigger action mapping instead of axis. As accident by default. Have it behave exactly like keyboard arrows. I don't no, that's not what I want. Or I guess see, it has. Here's a little test. It's for shits and giggles. Right, it doesn't working, but what if we actually add it as an input? Yeah, for shiggles. No, so it's not detecting it at all. Just holding D-pad up. Just no prints. I think maybe you just need to add it here, and it'll realize that you're trying to get it. Project settings, a user interface uncheck allow D-pad navigation. Is that a thing? It's not a thing. It's not a thing. I'm using. I mean, a plugin as well if that changes things. Also, there's no in the project settings. Don't you have to set up some sort of button layouts for it? I didn't have to do anything for anything else. Everything else has worked pretty much the way I've set it up, but this one is not. I don't know why. And I tried using the common button too. And the common button also had the same problem. Because all the cards are using common buttons, but the ones on top use regular buttons. I don't know. I'm not sure. Genuinely no clue. I'll see what it finds for searching. Ain't it now? I guess it's really browsing that second page. A lot. Project says engine general settings. Set the game viewport client class to yeah. Game common input settings. Assign common UI input data. Disable D-pad and UI navigation via widget input config. Override get desired input config. Great. This. What? Bind D-pad as discrete key down events. Same for both methods. I already have action mappings for it. No, none of this is making sense. Set up, down, left, right to stop. Blocks navigation in that direction. Yeah, but that's not gonna help me. Because I do want the navigation. That's the thing, I do want the navigation. I just don't want it to be on the D-pad. Right, if we went and changed this from custom to stop, let's just do it on down. And then we went here, right? Down still freaking worked. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? You can't see it behind me, but I've set it to be stop. Oh, I set it to be stop on this one. Oops. Also, you cannot freaking. You can't undo this. You have to manually reselect it. That's great, UMG. I appreciate it. No, I want to do it on this one. Stop. Okay, so now it's stopped, but then I can't navigate. So that doesn't really help me. Unless on key down's not triggering. If it's triggering, I could force it to do the navigation, which would be fine. But I doubt it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's not triggering for... Yeah, it's triggering for the right stick. Left stick, no. D-pad, no. triggering in the other ones. Everywhere else it's triggering. Why? What is this? I'm gonna go insane. I see it already. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna go even more insane. Because it doesn't make sense. If you can't figure it out, are you moving on to something else for a while, or are you going to struggle with this until you get it? Oh no, I'm gonna beat my head against the wall until I figure it out. That's what I do. Yeah. I love this kind of stuff. Assuming I figure it out by the end. Yeah, I'll either figure it out or I'll find a workaround eventually. That's what I do. If I just, you know, every time I hit a slight wall, I stop doing it, then I wouldn't learn how to get around these things and improve. You're crazy. You want to lock you in the common UI room. The common UI was made of UMG. UMG made you crazy. Yeah. That sounds about right. Let's think. If we edit this one, so this is the main one, right? Oh, you know what I'm thinking? You know why it might be? Everything else is inside a grid. What if we put it inside a grid? What if I made it inside a grid? How do I... Is there a way of adding in things to the grid panel manually, or do you have to do it through freaking actual like construction? Probably construction. Yeah, as if you're if all that Ness's stuff was the same. All the same layers? Yeah, so I didn't understand the layers thing. If that's what you're talking about, then yeah, that's different. But yeah, I didn't understand the layers thing. What you meant by that? I'm not exactly an expert on widgets either, so it's fine. Add child to grid. So we need to create widget, type this, okay, don't know why I couldn't just click the arrow, but that's fine. It's getting added here. This is the context. It's going to go into 0 slots, and then we're going to do this. Also add it to the next one, and one more. Uh. Oh, okay. So he wants unique ones. Fine. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is tell it to focus these and see if it does it. If it doesn't, then that's our solution. And that's the reason. But then that would beg the question of why it wouldn't work in a grid but work everywhere else. But again, it's one thing at a time. Dear God, one thing at a time. And then I need to do get grid. Grid? That's not the search box. What is it called? Search filter drop down. Get grid. Get child at 0 is fine. There you go. Yeah, Collider, have a good night. Thanks, Soundbye. Get yourself some sleep, some rest. Okay, right? Oh, needs to be focusable. It is kind of important that we make it focusable. Wait, not. Oh, the whole thing needs to be focusable. Oh, no, the whole thing doesn't need to be focusable. We can do. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's probably fine. We'll find out. Make it focusable. God, no. Back to the D-pad. D-pad worked there. Yeah, this is the D-pad. Why is the D-pad working? It's not the grid. Should we be back to the drawing board? That too. Back to everything. What black magic did I do on the cards to make the D-pad not work on them? What black magic did I do? If I... Okay, this will stop all navigation inside of the grid, right? No, it stops it from leaving, but still, D-pad still works here. Like, with the cards, you're not interacting with the word. Sure, interacting with the pictures. No, they're using a column button, but we tried column button just earlier, and it gave us the same result. Yeah, we already tried column button. Here, I'll make another, just test one. Test. Basically, what the other ones are doing is they have an overlay. Right. They have a bunch of stuff, make an image. And then on top of that is effectively a button. That is an invisible button that tells it to do stuff. So here, if I did unhover and on unhover,
I don't hear all the singing forwards.
Ad break announcement was great. Yeah, I fixed this. I fixed the ETS on that stuff, so it's not gonna have issues theoretically anymore. We'll see though. So far, been good. So far, no issues with GTS, thankfully. Issues with me. Lots of issues with me, but no issues with the test. With a... I should just stop talking. it's only making it worse. It's just... And every time I say a new word, just making it worse. Yeah, I've removed some of the really bad ones. I like made a custom list, so they're a bit better now. There's still some ones, but none that are like just really just bad. Oh. No, D-pad, still. It's now using the same setup that I have for the cards. But these cards... Huh. Down, up. Right? This is what should happen. It goes to a different section. Pressing left doesn't do anything. But here, right, it works on thumbstick. What's the magic thing with the card? So it's not grid. It's not even the same kind of setup where I have. Oh, the cards are not even. The cards are inside of a grid, but that's it. Like, oh, hold on. Let me just make this empty button. Can we do. What if we did this? So you can actually specify desired focus target. Okay, then it does nothing because it's not focusable. So we still want it to be focusable. Yeah, then we're back to that. Yeah, this is dropping on the search thing. We could try the same thing we were doing before, which is embedding it like the others. Again, doesn't hurt to like combine stuff and really Nope, yeah, see, it doesn't matter. Have you been kicking any homeless people or anyone that might put a curse on you? I mean, there was that one time I kicked a puppy. Some old lady screamed at me, but I don't think it was that. It's something about gaming. I don't think it's related. That's what you're calling PETA? Clipping and shipping. Good, excellent. Bring the hate watchers. She probably meant pachinko, maybe. This is genuinely like I'm stumped on this one. If we go inside, like the other ones, right? So the cards get generated here. This is a scroll box and then a grid panel. And the grid panel is just adding things to the grid panel. And I have navigation, custom navigation on the grid panel. But it's not, the arrow keys don't do that. That is not focusable. The actual thing isn't focusable. So I grab the thing. Okay, hold on. Let me turn off focusable here. Okay. And then can I then do... Well, it's going to complain that it's not focusable here. Well, hold on. Let me check the cards, actually. Cards would be a better test. No, the main one is focusable. You know, old people can't get enough of that game. That and Candy Crush. Yeah, that sounds about right. If it's not Pachinko, it's Candy Crush. I mean, it's probably the same game. What if you go to your repository until it deletes the tree? Would help? No? Let's try... Tell it to delete the tree? What tree? I'm gonna try adding the card. You can tell you don't. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, delete all my repository branches? Tempting. Tempting. For shits and giggles, I am testing now spawning in my cards. I think Gus just came. It's the only thing I can think of that he was trying to say with that. Oh. Okay. Delete all progress from the very start and start over. That's clearly the only thing I could do at this point. I don't think that's gonna be visible. Okay. Without setting all the values. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see anything. I don't know if it's working. Let's do set cart info. And then I can do get card deck Emo. We'll just use the first card in my deck for my deck. Yeah, that's what I meant, Skrona. Yeah. That's exactly what I meant. I'm glad you understood. So now I'm not navigating any of them. Okay, why? Why am I just not navigating any of them now? Just do deck available. No. No. I can use the D-pad here. I hate UMG so much. Why can't I use a D-pad here? Why does the D-pad here work? These are now the same. I've literally now spawned the same cards as I did here. But here the D-pad doesn't work, which is what I want to keep it as. Why is the D-pad working here? What kind of dog was it? Maybe that matters. It was a Chihuahua, so I doubt it mattered much to anybody. I mean, Why doesn't it work in one, but it works in the other? Only detestable people like Chihuahuas. I wouldn't go that far. But you're probably right. I mean, let's be honest. I really don't like Chihuahuas, and I'm not detestable, so by that logic. Have you ever met a Chihuahua? Not in real life. I'm not a dog person in general, to be fair. I'm definitely a cat person. I don't have the energy for a dog. AOE system works? Nice. I'm glad someone's having luck today. Okay. I'm gonna do some stupid testing now. Okay, let's try some stupid testing. Yeah, that stupid testing knows not success. Maybe what if I just change it to be a common widget? Maybe it'll react differently. I don't know. Yeah, he was talking about ET. Yeah. ET phoned home finally. Unfortunately, everyone at home was dead. Because some dog kicker stopped by and killed all the parents of ET on his home planet, and it wasn't a pretty sight. What black magic did I do? What black magic did I do? Doesn't matter if it's a common widget, user widget, activatable widget. That makes no difference. Would it break it in a way you couldn't undo to cut out each part of the menu and try to paste it back in? Well, the thing is, I can't replicate it to have that feature disabled in any way. So I don't even know what to cut out from, because I would need something that works. And we tried it. I just tried the card just shortly before, as you saw. And even putting the cards that don't have this navigation in other places have it in this one. Why? I don't know. Oh, cut out the entire search, but I don't want to. I don't want to. What if you don't have a search button that has a drop down? You just have those other buttons that are clickable. I tried that. I tried putting in already inside of. That's what I was doing when I put it here. The location doesn't matter whether it's embedded or not, or like a drop down versus like embedded, or it made no difference. It behaved the same. Huh. It's not activatable. None of that matters. What else can we try? What else could we try? Try another stupid test. Oh, this shouldn't matter, but yeah, so even A does not trigger. Even this doesn't. A doesn't trigger. So even A doesn't trigger on key down. It's like all the default navigation buttons are just overriding anything or everything. Those things that look like layers in the hierarchy, when you drop the thing in separately, was it nested? You have to be a little more specific. When you drop the thing in separately, I've tried within a grid, within not a grid, if that's what you're talking about. This is just clicking, but it's not printing. The fact that it's not printing means it's not triggering on key down. That's kind of the thing, is it's not triggering on key down for these guys. Alright, this is not triggering any Anki down events. If I press something else, a different button, it prints hellos. Was that? That's just the, that's because of checkbox type. But again, we tried with the, like, the common buttons. So, right, we tried this thing, or this. All right, we tried with the grid. And we tried all this. All right, we tried this. Where we did you get child at, tried this. Oh. Kind of need this open. Otherwise, obviously, we don't have that. It's not focusable. All right, still have this. This still happened with a D-pad. What can we do?
Ads out here. Pausing for ads.
Is there anything you have to use the D-pad for? Well, it's how I'm trying to do the navigation between the different sections. I need the buttons. There's not enough buttons on a controller. I need the buttons. So I want to use the D-pad to navigate to different sections and select different areas. But I need it to register properly. And it refuses. It just refuses. Let me see if I have selectable here checked. Check modify properties. So the only thing that's modified is really selectable thing. Okay, here it's not checked. So now I've checked this selectable. Why should this be the reason? Well, I'm not navigating anymore. But under any button. Oh. Let's make this back to where it was. Yep. That was, yeah, it was selectable, did nothing. It was just the fact that I had stop selected there. I thought there was something because all right, this card has selectable turned on for some reason, and it's the only thing that's different compared to mine. I've only overridden the hovered ones, you know. Hey, remember to say please? Never. Please is for the weak. I would never stoop so low. There's a way that you could check out the detail panel of many different things at once, right? Could you highlight all the widgets and stuff? And I don't know a way of doing that. If there is a way of doing that, I'd love to know, but I don't know a way of doing that for widgets. You could bulk edit things in the content browser, but I don't know a way of doing widgets like the way you say. You can select multiple, and if they have matching settings, they will they'll come up. But it won't say, like, for example, this one, right? You see how this one is aligned to the bottom and then sideways? I'll select the one also at the top. So I've selected two of them. It doesn't say multiple. It just shows you one of them, the last one. So it's not even showing the correct thing when you select multiple. You can overwrite multiple at once, yes, but it won't show you, like, multiple values detected or anything like that. You can bulk edit in the content browser, yeah. And you can bulk edit by selecting multiple, but it doesn't tell you if something is different between any of them. So it's not helpful for troubleshooting or anything like that. Hold on, if I say stop here, that's not gonna have it be registered though, right? I guess it doesn't really matter if it doesn't register. Now, I'm pressing another button, and it does. Yeah, A does not register, and then neither does the D-pad. So why? Why does the A button also not... This is a common UI thing. It has to be a common UI thing. But I don't know why it's happening. Why is it only happening on these and not those? You have a second kind of controller right next to you just for fun. Do you want to check that? And that doesn't matter. Nah, there's no reason for that one. All my controller is doing is simulating an Xbox controller. It makes no difference if I actually use an Xbox controller compared to a PlayStation 1 in this regard. Let's just emulate something incorrectly, then it would also do the same thing on the cards, right? The point is, it's not consistent between what's happening here and what's happening here. If it was consistent here and here, I'd agree, but it's not consistent between the two. For some reason, whenever I'm making a new widget, D-pad is working for navigation, but here, D-pad is actually reading as on click. And this is annoying. If I did, we go back here. Right. Me setting the grid to stop isn't going to help because it still does the navigation inside of the grid. Which is fine, but right, I don't want the D-pad navigation. And if I did the do custom, also, yeah. Yep. Why have we not tried? What crazy thing have we not tried? None of this matters. None of this matters. Panel doesn't matter. Was the order level, like screen depth, would it matter? No, because we tried putting it onto the same widget. Right, I put this entire widget onto this, the same thing as all the other ones. And it didn't matter. I could still navigate to it through the D-pad. I even tried, right, even these cars that we can't navigate between in those widgets, I was able to do it inside the other one. Like, it's genuinely confusing to me as to why. Alright, the navigation here is just all default escape. Like on this section. Thing here. They haven't been changed at all. Nothing here is set to focusable except the main thing. Why does the D-pad trigger key down? Okay, it hasn't been helpful yet, but on one of my widgets, the D-pad is triggering on key down. On another, it's not, and the A button isn't. A is the bottom one, right? Yeah, A button isn't triggering on key down either. I want them to trigger. Common UI captures the D-pad movement and to disable that? Well, how? Because it wasn't doing that for the other ones. Why is it not doing it for the other ones? Is it because I created those? I don't think I created those before Common UI. Even if I did, it shouldn't matter. Like, even the A button isn't being registered, and that just That's really odd. And I think it is a common UI problem. I think this is all caused by common UI, but I don't know why or understand why. The whole thing is basically UMG's fault. I'm bundling it all up. Yeah, desire input config for each activable widget. No, they're all set to UI only. All widgets are set to UI only, and it's inside the same widget. I just change focus to another sub widget. Yeah, it doesn't know. And when Grok doesn't know, that's a problem. That's a big problem. I don't know why it's taking as long as it does search. I mean, it's searching more, but it's not really finding the right information, so I guess thanks for searching a while. Widget level input consumption during focus changes. If it consumes D-pad via navigation rules or A via action, no game event. Okay, sure, but why? No, setting all the navigation to stop doesn't work. Yeah, this is. Check your project settings, input, enhanced input. Sure. I don't got anything to lose. Under input. Enhanced input. What am I looking for? There's no enhanced input section. So that section doesn't exist. Also, that doesn't tell me what to look for or what to change or anything. So as soon as the D-pad input, override get desired input config in your parent. What is that? Desired input is not a thing. Just override get desired input config, but it's not a thing even. Even with context sensitive off. No. It's saying come you what? Because he uses them for focus navigation inside widgets. Input actions and print strings don't work. Not able to find any information, so it's just grasping at straws like us. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Because this doesn't exist either. Event graph, add custom event name is blah, blah. Add this node chain. Player controller, cast to common UI controller, get input manager, set input mode, game only. Sure. Cast to... Oh, that's not a thing. Great. That's not a thing. Gotta love it. Gotta love it when it gives me not a things. Working a little too good? I mean, lucky you. I wish mine was working a little too good. If only. So the input mode to gaming UI. But I don't change my game mode here. Why is it in the cards that it's working but not there? Right, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing that doesn't make sense to me. Is it works in one way and another, right? It's the same widget. We're working in the same widget. They're all children of that same widget, and yet it does not work consistently. What if I'm gonna do one last test for tonight. Where's the grid panel that we just added? Create widget. Add to a child to grid. I'm gonna try putting it inside one of the other widgets that maybe will help. I don't know. Get grid. Get child at. Nope. D-pad, same thing. Still just the same thing. No damn difference. Does not make any sense to me. Just does not. Well, for tonight, I give up. Oh, what a shit show. The project says for common UI, so you don't think that's a thing that would work? Yeah. It's bizarre. By all logic to me, if it works one way in one place, it should work exactly the same way in the other place. If it, I even use the same car, like the same widget. It's like if it was a widget like setting thing, then. But yeah, eventually I'll figure it out, Leo. I know. It just, I will definitely be thinking about this. Look, I'm gonna do Wani Connie. I'll probably rest for like 15 minutes, and I'm gonna go open this back up because I'm not gonna leave my mind for a while. Well, this happens from time to time, where I just get stuck on something so stupid. Yeah, well, I'm going to go do my Japanese practice and then try searching some more. That's all I can do. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed watching my misery. And I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with good news. I doubt it, but hopefully. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.